Baltimore City is trying to save hundreds of thousands of dollars in liability from people who have filed lawsuits claiming they were brutalized by rogue officers on the gun trace task force. WJZ investigator Mike Helgren reports city lawyers told the state's highest court they are not responsible.
Baltimore City believes it should not be held legally and financially accountable for the actions of the disgraced gun trace task force, a rogue group of officers who beat and robbed people and planted evidence on them. The city's legal team made that argument before Maryland's highest court.
People can sue the officers, and many people have, many people will. But the city doesn't have to pay the judgments if it was outside the scope of employment.
The current legal battle involves two plaintiffs, William James and Ivan Potts, who wrongfully spent time in prison after being framed by the officers. The city hopes the court's ruling will set the precedent of a blanket protection against payouts.
If a ruling is against us, I'm afraid that our clients and all the others are going to be out of luck.
The city admits the officers' conduct was bad, but says it was so bad it was outside any employment agreement.
It was so egregious, so outrageous, so illegal. This was a perversion of their entire job duties.
Lawyers for the victims believe the Baltimore Police Department turned a blind eye to the conduct, tolerating it as long as the officers were getting guns off the streets.
Not only should the city have known it, but the city then provided these officers with the tools and procedures to carry out their schemes.
I don't have any authority to speak on behalf of the city.
City lawyers declined to speak following the arguments. The ruling could impact more than 20 cases.
What's really tough about these cases is that these victims were saying over and over again, I'm innocent, I did nothing wrong, and their claims fell on deaf ears.
It could be months before we get any sort of ruling from the court here, and those settlements will remain in limbo. At the Court of Appeals in Annapolis, Mike Helgren, WJZ.